Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Uh, we're gonna celebrate the finding of the true cross, mesquite celebration. So I want to invite you to stay with me. So stay with me. So the celebration started like this. In the morning, people were trying to buy chibo, which is a bunch of sticks that together for the making of damara, and yellow daisies, which will be kept on the top of the cross on the damara. So Ethiopia follows a different calendar to the rest of the world, with the Ethiopian New Year falling on the 11th of September or the 12th of September in leap years. However, the biggest celebration of Ethiopia religious year comes later in the month. On September 26th, a True Cross celebration in Ethiopia is celebrated in Meskel Square, Addis Ababa. But this time, due to COVID-19, people were not allowed to go to Meskel Square, except some people from the church, from the Orthodox Church, and some invited guests. But the celebration is not restricted only the capital city, as it is a national event. Different tribes, provinces, and cities celebrate on a smaller scale across the country. Even in Addis Ababa, different places were celebrating this holiday in front of their churches and homes. There is reportedly a high rate of travel amongst most people living in different parts of Ethiopia to their hometown to celebrate the event with their families. So if you talk about the making of the damara, the branches are gathered together in a bundle called damara and set ablaze by procession of people, priests, students, and etc. The people toss flaming torch with which they are carrying at the damara, singing a special mesquite song as they circulate around individual homes. Little damaras are built as well. So you can see the priests praying in front of the damara, and people are coming from their house. So this is how it looks now. People came from different places and they are gathered. They said this place used to be very like full. Now is COVID-19 and people are trying to avoid gathering and somewhere still in the house, in their home, but we can still see people coming and gathering around the damara. So according to Ethiopian Orthodox Christian tradition, the national holiday marks the finding of the cross that Jesus was crucified on. So Ethiopians celebrate this festival annually, and this is the big festival of Ethiopian religious year. So priests are seen with traditional umbrellas used in the church, and they have their traditional cloth on. So the next thing will be waiting for the prayer. So there is a prayer after this. So we can see people gathered, yeah, and making some prayers. Now it's getting darker, so you can see people. Yes, they are going to lit the fire. Priests are going to pray again one more time. There were some prayers held. You can see the priests circling around the damara. So they are making some prayers, and after that they will lit the damara. So they are detaching the textile from the damara.
መንፈስ ቅዱስ አሐዱ አምላክ አሜን። ስብሐት ወክብር ለስሉስ ቅዱስ ለእሙ አብ ወወልድ ወመንፈስ ቅዱስ ወአሐዱ ለዓለመ ዓለም አሜን።
Priestess and some elderly people are like yeah, so we can see the bonfire. So the mescal flowers are yellow daisies which coincidentally blooms at the time of the celebration. These daisies are usually tied to the top of branches and bundled together into the damara. We have watched this in the beginning of this video, so which is then set ablaze by the procession of people on the eve of the festival. The crowd encircles the bonfire, as you can see here, singing special mescal songs while allowing it to burn completely into ash. The priests are in front of us. You can see how beautiful their cloth is. So people will be gathered around. So the crowd encircles the bonfire, singing special mescal songs. So you can see people around. There are many people here. So the mescal festival usually starts in the afternoon. It starts in the afternoon and ends after sunset, amidst much merriment. You can see the bonfire. It's so beautiful. People are gathered there. So the True Cross Meskel celebration is considered the most important religious holiday in Ethiopia, largely because it's believed that a piece of the cross Saint Helena discovered was brought to Ethiopia. So according to this legend, Queen Helena, now canonized, had a dream. In the dream, she was told to make a bonfire from which the smoke would show her the location where the true cross of Jesus was buried. After doing as she was instructed and the bonfire lit, the smoke rose high up to the sky and returned to the ground. exactly where the crows had been buried. Thus began the yearly celebration of the discovery. So this is why the Meskel festival is celebrated in Ethiopia. The damara burns until it turns entirely into ash. As it burns and collapses, the direction which the damara falls is interpreted as a sign or portent. Rain is usually expected to fall to put out the fire, and when it does, the year is expected to be a prosperous one. In most villages, the celebration continue through the night. Here I am. So the fall is also expected because it has a meaning to which side it falls. Actually, on this video, I couldn't get which side it falls, but the way it falls has also an important part or an important or expected thing from the Orthodox Church or from the Orthodox followers. So the next day, which is the actual Meskel, people go to the spot of the damara and use the ash to mark their foreheads with the sign of the cross. So as you can see, these markings, which are synonyms to the Ash Wednesday celebration, is believed to represent a mark that signifies the cancellation and forgiveness of sins. Thank you for staying with me the whole day, and happy Meskel.